Peace.
Hey, alright. You know, things happen very quickly here. Of course, more FA Cup talk. Of course, Man U, Everton advanced. Now we go for the earlier match. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Well, it's, you know, Arsenal versus Chelsea, London derbies are always very fast and furious one. So in fact, Arsenal actually took the lead very early on, but Chelsea equalized very quickly, equally quickly back, and in the end, Didier Drogba scored the winner with the 84th minute, ensuring that Chelsea go through. So it's all Blues final on May 30th. The Blues of Chelsea versus the Blues of Everton. Those Reds can, you know, forget about it. Huh? No, Ben.
But anyway, somebody's going to sing the blues at the end of it, man.
Yeah, everybody sings the blues, man.
I hope it's Chelsea, but anyway.
but no, Ben. Like you said just now, you know, Arsenal didn't play well. You should have played Arshavin. Do you think that your team should have at least played a bit more primitively, you know? Because they've been talk like Arsenal still playing the stylish football when the long ball actually troubled Petr Cech for the last few games. Do you think y'all should have employed a bit more long ball tactics?
I think I was reading some of the blogs. They made very good comment. I think Arsene Wenger overthought this one.
Overthought this one?
Yeah, spent too much time thinking, and the phrase is very good. Overthought it, spooked himself, got scared by what he saw, and decided that Chelsea's got a lot of height. We've got to counter the height. So he brought in the tall players like Diaby and stuff.
Your favorite player, Abu Dhabi.
What did he do? He was useless. He was worse than useless.
He's just running around.
Yeah.
He tried to be
Never mind if he runs around and miss the ball, okay, he get the ball and give it back to the opponent. You complain about Lucas Leiva. I'm sorry, I swapped Diaby. I give you Diaby and you give us Lucas Leiva.
Let's talk about the deal.
Anyway, this was the frustrating thing. I mean, you should have just gone with a team that is doing it for you. Go for 4-4-2. You can always change it later if you see how things are going. 4-5-1, the players don't really play to that formation very well.
But you took the lead, no? And you took the lead. If you've taken lead, maybe it's good if you consolidate well enough. You could have sneaked off even though if you haven't been playing well. What happened?
Again, I mean, it finally goes back down to the mistakes that were made. But at the end of the day, if we had taken the game to Chelsea, it would have been over within 20 minutes. It really would, because Chelsea really didn't look like they were interested. I couldn't believe Chelsea was so pathetic. I really couldn't believe it. But we were just as bad after that, after we went to go ahead. There's only, from Chelsea, only Florent Malouda looked like he wanted to win this. I'm surprised Terry and Lampard weren't interested because this is English. If you look at Arsenal, who are the best players? The English players. Gibbs had an outstanding game. To come back, potential fitness worry. He had amazing. He was good in defense. He put on the cross for Walcott and Ashley Cole to handball the ball in.
You would have loved it if that was the winning goal, right? You would have loved it.
I would have. But anyway, and Cole was you know I mean, and Adebayo was clueless. He didn't look interested. Diaby was just worthless, useless.
No, really, all this count.
Van Persie tried, but when
all this
Persie was on the left,
does this mean that, you know, FA Cup has really been so devalued? You know, even the losing managers try and, you know, stir a lot of nonsense.
See, I think it's a bit what
Wenger and Ferguson are saying, oh, the pitch is so bad. No, no, of course the referee was bad. This really was bad. No,
let's not get there. Let's not get there.
But okay. I admit the refereeing might be a bit dodgy. But
come on, the
referee. Let's not get there. Okay, let's give Everton their few days, because I believe that they deserve to get to the final, beating at least 3 Premiership teams along the way. They beat Liverpool, they beat Aston Villa, and they beat Man United, top 5 teams in the Premiership. Okay. So that is no easy feat for Everton to get to the final. So that's, with all due respect, just it's been done and dusted. The semi-final is done and dusted. We lost to Everton on penalties. Okay, so let's move
Well,
on.
Edwin, don't you find it troubling? I mean, both Edwins. Don't you find it troubling that the major teams like Everton, like Arsenal and Man United are so nonchalant about the FA Cup?
I think it's been going on for quite a long time now. I mean, this is the year Manchester United pull out of the FA Cup completely and even compete in it. I think it already showed that FA Cup is no longer the road to Wembley, as it used to be anymore. I think it only matters to the team outside of the Big Four. Outside of the Big Four, every one of them still takes it very seriously. Everyone still wants to win it. I mean, if the Big Four took it seriously, you wouldn't have a situation like you had last year, where in the semi-final there was only one Premiership team and 3 non-Premiership teams playing, in the FA Cup semi-final. It's never happened before. I mean, at most you get 1 or 2 making it through. But Portsmouth being the only Premiership team that made it through, I think that was a ridiculous situation.
So Everton must be right now the neutrals' favourite lah.
Yeah, I believe so. Because
They deserve it.
One thing I feel it's fully deserved. Although after last night's performance, I have a bit of.
They did not deserve it based on last night's performance. And I think one thing that showed about Everton last night was, I think without Arteta there, it makes a lot of difference in the creative play of Everton. Arteta makes a lot of difference to them. I mean, Pinilla tried and he ran as much as he could, but
And got the Afro guy.
Fellaini
keep on
playing,
fouling.
Fellaini
Should have
playing,
been sent off, but the guy really
but
seriously.
Fellaini playing so
it's
far up front does not
6
work for
times
Everton as
before he
well.
get
He
the
needs to play a little bit deeper, where he was much better at that. And they had no strikers, and I think that was the biggest problem Everton faced
And
yesterday.
Fellaini was rather much neutralized by Vidic. For my man of the match last night would have been Vidic.
And still Man U couldn't get the final.
Well, I did say that. I did say that Vidic will eventually be the player of the year, right? That's what I'm saying. But I mean, all credit to Everton. At the end of the day, they actually won. That's it. So now they gotta meet Chelsea. I don't know. I think this is going to be a very tough game. But it also depends whether Chelsea can overcome Barcelona, because then again, it plays on you.
I don't think so. I think this is why I'm even more frustrated. Chelsea clued it after about 20 minutes that if Arsenal were not going to win it, they might as well go for it, because what the heck? For the first time,
I love that, Ben.
For
I
the
love
first
that.
time, the FA Cup is after the Champions League, so it's a bonus. It will not detract from any of the other big games, and you got nothing to lose, and that's what frustrates me more about. And this one I disagree with. I think Arsene Wenger was actually trying for it with some of the players that may not have been interested, not the manager, because he played a strong team. He rates Diaby. Don't ask me why, but he considers Diaby a good player.
I
So we
think,
played a strong
I
team.
think that's where I have no complaints about Sir Alex playing the team that he played, because the truth is, I don't think the senior team would have done much better anyway. The interest level of the young players was obviously there, a lot higher.
Yes.
You could see they were fighting for it. They just didn't have the skill level to actually, penetrate Everton, but they were fighting and they were giving their all in the game.
Welbeck and
I
Macheda.
can't see Berbatov giving. Well, he came out. You can see that he didn't give that sort of effort that you would require. Of it. I don't think Ronaldo would have been half interested in it. I could be very frank about it as well. So I think probably that was a good decision. About Arsenal's loss, honestly, I don't know whether they were lack of interest or not. Perhaps it came off the back of a very, very good win against Villarreal. And I got to say, I think I told you this 2 weeks ago. I think Arsenal's going to win the Champions League. And I really think that to them, FA Cup is not as important as Champions League. Definitely, they know they're not going to win the league. They tried. I mean, they scored a goal first against Chelsea. You can't say they weren't going for it. I mean, they tried.
No,
they did score a goal.
I'm not saying they weren't going. I know the manager wanted to win it. I know some players were going for it. But again, this Champions League thing makes sense. Arshavin is not in the Champions League. Why keep him?
In the FA Cup semi-final, is that right?
And with that question, we leave you all to answer that question during the break. Okay? We'll come after that.